snap. Here come them 4-4 HEELZ boys again. Aaron McKee over there.
What up, y'all?
You already know what it is. Steph Ronin over here. You know, we're going to get into something you can feel. Get into that AEW DYNASTY. I'm sorry, not prediction show. Reaction show. Because we seen it just like y'all did. There was some good. There was some bad. We're going to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
How you feeling, Oos? How you feeling today?
Started it off with a 10 out of 10 in my opinion, bro. Okay. I was like, let's go. This shit, I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to fucking roll.
Okay.
Will Ospreay, what's his name?
Kevin Knight.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Okay. All right. I gave it a 9.5. I think the match was superbly executed on both parts, bro. Kevin Knight is someone definitely we're going to be watching out for. The boy vertical, bro, he should have been in the NBA. Why he in the wrestling world? Like, his vertical is ridiculous.
He got bunnies.
Crazy hops. Will Ospreay doing Will Ospreay things like you always do, man. I mean, this dude, I'm telling you, the best in the game in that ring. I'm telling you by far. And you know, I can't really say there's no one too close to him because he does. Yeah. You know, one thing I know about Ospreay, I don't think I've ever seen him botch a spot in a match. Yeah,
it ain't generated. And then like, I did think they were struggling with that, like, kind of like almost power bomb, and then Kevin Knight reversed it. But that's like they did it again on Dynamite, and Kevin Knight did the same thing. So I think it's like part of the move,
right? Where
he kind of dangles there a little bit, and then brings himself back up and does a reversal.
Crazy, bro. Sometimes, bro, I'm not gonna front, but like sometimes I'll be looking at the shit. I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna break his fucking neck, like because it comes so close sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Bro, but yeah, 9.5 for me. The only reason why I didn't give it a 10 is because Will Ospreay and Kevin Knight, they were just tag team partners, so there's a little history there. But again, I feel like if these mugs had a actual program and then did a match like this and gave them a little bit more time,
you need a feud. You need a feud.
Yeah, I think that shit would have been dope. But I mean, I gave it 9.5, bro. Like that's the highest rated match on this card for me. You know what I'm saying?
And we did our prediction show. I mean, we did it on Thursday before, and then Tony Khan had a damn 18 more matches this motherfucker after we did that shit, bro. I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, he did. He added more matches. I said, damn, we missing about a couple matches on our prediction show, man.
But yeah, 10 out of 10. What was the next match? Was it Mercedes?
Hurt Syndicate and
Hurt Syndicate. Okay. This match I was excited for, and it let me down. The spot where MJF came in from the crowd.
Yeah,
it made it made sense because he's trying to get in with the Hurt Syndicate, right. But then I felt like it made Hurt Syndicate look a little weaker.
Well, see, I'm the opposite side. I feel like it made the Hurt Syndicate even look stronger, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's going to stir the pot even more with Max, and we're gonna talk about it later on Dynamite. It's gonna stir the pot more with Max, so I think that this is a good program. Because this match wasn't really about Big Bill and the Bad Apple. It was really more about another extension match to the MJF and the Hurt Syndicate feud that we're seeing right now. So I feel like I thought like I did the match itself. I only gave it 7.5.
Yeah, I gave it a 7. 7.
I wasn't really feeling it, and then Big Bill came in, did his thing, and I liked the way how Big Bill handled his business against the Hurt Syndicate. It was put that little doubt in your mind. So here goes some notes I said, right? Yeah, when he hit him with the ring shot, you know what I'm saying? To the Redwood, I really, like I said, I think it's making them look strong because this match was really about the storyline between MJF and the Learning Tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Lashley, and this is another reason, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin didn't approve of the gesture. They were like, oh, yeah, we got it. They were mad, like, yo, we don't need your help, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We the Hurt Syndicate. They get the win, but we don't need your help. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like MJF stuck his nose in some shit that way he shouldn't have been sticking his nose in. Mm-hmm. So 7.5 for me. This was a storyline enhancement match. This is what it is for me. So,
and I felt like Big Bill's only move that match was the boot to the face. The man did it 25 times, bro. I was like, do something else, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, that's his super kick, bro. You know what I mean? Big boot is his super kick.
In the polo boots, bro, or the Timberlands.
The Timbos.
Yeah, bro.
Like, hey, bro.
Them bitches heavy, bro. Them bitches heavy.
Yeah. I used to rock those shits back in the day when it was style, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I couldn't even, they were heavy. And for him to pick them shits up and be moving around that ring like that, bro, hey, much power to you, Big Bills.
Yeah. But we'll get more in the Learning Tree on the little Dynamite reaction show, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Some problems with the Learning Tree.
It's some problems.
All right, what was the I ain't got the match order. I just got
Oh, okay.
all the
Well, I
matches.
got it. Then I can do it.
Yeah.
Then. All right. The next match we're gonna get into is Mercedes Moné and Julia Hart.
This is where the green that you always talk about is creeping in right here.
Okay, so hear me out. Julia has arrived in this match. I'm gonna tell you why. She has improved immensely since I've been watching her since she's been in AEW when she was with the House of Black, and then since she was with the Varsity Blondes that had Brian Pillman Jr. and somebody Grayson, and she was like a cheerleader for them. And I've been watching her. She's been coming along very slowly, bro. But this is one of her best matches that she worked with Mercedes Moné. Again, is Mercedes Moné knowing how to put people over and how to make them look good in the match. Even though they don't win, she makes them look good. I get this match a 9 because it was a good match on both the ends, bro. On both the ends.
I was down on this match. I give it like a 7. 7 for sure, bro. There was just too many spots where they like one of them looked confused what the other one was doing. Like, what you doing? What you doing? Well, come here. Like,
there was only one spot that I really saw that about. That was when Mercedes Moné had her arm and she tried to run the ropes and use it as leverage and trying to throw her, but she messed up, so she just kind of just threw her. That was what I saw. But the psychology, the execution of the match overall, bro, like it went the way it's supposed to go. It was the rookie versus the vet. And even though Julia Hart was a TBS champion, she still held her own with Mercedes Moné. I thought it was a good match, bro.
And it was that Owen Hart qualifying tournament match right there.
That's what I'm saying.
That was added last minute.
Oh, they threw that match on the show.
Yeah. But from where it started, like this is sometimes where AEW. I used to say match order doesn't matter, but now I'm starting to think AEW just like Will Ospreay, great way to kick off the show.
Yeah.
But it should have been later on, I feel like. Later on, I think. And then maybe you could have started with Hurt Syndicate versus Big Bill, Brian Keith. I feel like that should have kicked off the show. You want to start with a bang, but that was too much of a bang, I felt like. It set a tone that was unreachable for the next 5 matches to come.
That's funny you said that because my lady said that exact same thing because she's seen this. She was sitting there watching a little bit of it. She was like, they're going to start with this match? She said, Jesus going to make it harder for everybody else to top that. And I was like, yeah, babe. I said, but you got to remember, this is AEW. They are known to start the show with banging ass matches. This is a trademark of theirs. So who else would you have start the show with this much energy, with that many oohs and ahs, other than Ospreay?
Yeah, that's just Hurt Syndicate. Because Hurt Syndicate would have cheered because they got the "We hurt people, we hurt," so the crowd would have been into it. And then I don't know, but Will Ospreay probably want to catch that red eye back to London, get back to his family.
So look, the way the matches were set up, I finally understand AEW's match setup. They're gonna hit you with a banger, then they're gonna bring you down a little bit. Okay, so they hit us with the Ospreay and Kevin Knight. Then they followed up with the Hurt Syndicate and Learning Tree, bring it back down. And then because to me, Mercedes Moné and Julia Hart was a better match than the Hurt Syndicate than the Learning Tree. Will you agree?
It's close, but yeah, I will say. No, I'm gonna give it to the Hurt Syndicate just because of star power in the Hurt Syndicate right now.
Well, no, we don't.
And MJF being involved.
I don't want to talk about star power. I just want to talk about just the match itself, just the fight, the in-ring action itself.
If I wanted to go rewatch it, give me Mercedes Moné, Julia Hart.
So that was a better match than Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
All right. So I gave it a 9. You gave it a 7.
Yeah.
Right. Now after that match, let's go into the Death Riders versus Rated R FTR.
Great finish.
I gave this match an 8.5. Yeah. And that's really shot up because of the way this motherfucker finished, bro.
Yeah. Okay, so if it didn't finish that way, what would you have rated it? If the heel turn didn't happen, what would you have rated the match?
I would have rated it an 8.
Yeah.
Because to me,
it
was still a good match because it was a great 6-man tag match. You know what I'm saying? The way how they function. I mean, it was a good match overall. I didn't really see any down points in this match, to be honest with you. So, Cope gonna do his thing. FTR gonna do their thing. Death Riders, they on point. Bro, I got a whole spiel about Death Riders. We need to give these motherfuckers some fucking props because whoever figured it out in AEW is showing on the last couple of episodes of Revolution to Dynasty and the Collisions and the Dynamites. They fucking figured out their lane for the Death Riders because it's more consistent than it's ever been since the storyline's been happening. And it's been fucking good.
It's getting juicy. It's getting juicy.
Good, man.
And I thought Cash Wheeler was gonna turn more than Dak. Come to find out, they both motherfucking turned, bro.
Bro, that heel turn was done beautifully because that's one thing I know is you and I. We didn't even say this. We just said that down the line it looks like there's some friction between Cope and fucking Dax, and we feel like Wheeler's going to be in the middle. Cash
Yeah.
Wheeler's going to be in the middle, right? We had no idea that they both was going to turn, and little
Mhm.
did we understand that they was going to turn on Dynasty, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming, bro. I was like,
Nope.
oh shit.
Did not see that. Not both of them for sure. And they got something special with this Wheeler Yuta, man. The crowd hates this guy.
Oh man,
Hates him. Hates
and
him.
he's from Philadelphia, and
Yeah.
they were booing the crap out of him,
Yeah.
disowning him, making posters like, we don't own you to
Yeah. And he gets the pinfall too, as
Again.
well. Yeah.
again. So
Mhm.
Yuta, again, he's finally coming along. See,
Yeah.
I really believe sometimes as pro wrestling fans, I really feel like we don't give shit enough time to marinate. I feel like if this shit don't happen within the next couple of weeks, we're going to talk shit about it and we're going to put it down the toilet.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have to let shit marinate. This Death Rider storyline, and I will give everybody when they were saying, yeah, it started off slow. Okay, I'm not going to say it started off bad. It started off slow. But we do have to remember, this is AEW. They do
Yeah.
slow burn storylines. I mean, look
And
at
it's funny because WWE fans complained that there was no long-term storytelling in AEW. Now there's long-term storytelling. They're like, this, that, I don't want this. That, and it needs to end. I'm like, you guys can't make up your mind. Same thing. I saw something that was like, ticket prices for AEW are super cheap, and people are like, that's stupid. Why are they so cheap? But then they'll also bitch about WWE tickets being too fucking expensive. Where do you want the ticket prices, guys? Where would you like the ticket prices?
It's just tribalism at its best. It's tribalism at its best. Don't give the other side no credit, no matter what they doing. Don't give them no credit. Don't give them none. And
so crazy.
I got some good credit, and I'm going to have to eat my crow because I was really down on her at first, but she became my favorite women's wrestlers in WWE. We're gonna talk about that with tomorrow. Get at you, bro.
All right.
But anyway, Wheeler Yuta, bro, they got something with him. They need to keep doing what they doing, making this dude dislikable because he has go the fuck away heat. Go away. We don't like you at all. We're not trying to boo you to make you look good. We really don't want you on TV. That's that type of heat that a motherfucker needs right there, bro.
Yeah.
I like that shit. But so you think Cope is gonna be out for a while?
I mean, maybe because there's really nowhere for him to go except to come back at FTR. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, there is one place he can go.
The wild card spot in the tournament.
You already know. Nah. You know where he can go. Because think about this.
To Christian.
Cope got expelled from his group. Christian, Nick Wayne is basically saying, we don't need you.
Yeah, he's like,
Could we get
Daddy
Could we get a Cope and Christian, a CNC tag team in the future?
Maybe.
Would that be something you want to see?
We could say, hell yeah.
One last time, right? To get the
one last time.
Yeah.
Tag team champs, let's go.
Oh, shit.
Let's go.
Tag team champs. Then they could beat the Hurt Syndicate?
I mean,
it'd be a good challenge.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
There's some juicy shit coming up here. All right.
Yeah.
All right, now let's get going to the next match. Hit you with the Toni Storm and Megan Bayne.
I give it a 9.8 out of 10, bro.
9.8 out of 10? Wow,
yes.
I give it a 7.5. So
really?
Yeah. Go ahead. Give me your reason.
Megan Bayne showed out, bro. That was the welcome home party to Megan Bayne.
Yeah.
And right when Megan Bayne kicked out at that one, I said she getting rolled up pin, bro. I called it. I said she's getting rolled up pin. Because they ain't going to let Toni Storm lose right now. They might let her lose at All or Nothing to her if they get a rematch somehow. Maybe All In if they get a rematch somehow. We'll see how it goes. That was a coming out party for Megan Bayne. I thought Megan Bayne was one of the highlights of the whole pay-per-view for sure.
Well, yeah, I agree. She showed out. I didn't realize how versed she was in that ring. She showed me stuff she never showed before in her other matches. This is another reason why AEW do shit like that. They pull out some shit. No, I didn't even know to do that. Megan Bayne, this was Megan Bayne's coming out party. And I said Megan Bayne is better than I thought in the ring, first of all. I like the way Luther neutralized Penelope Ford. That was dope. You know what I'm saying?
I thought he was going to slam her. I thought he was going to John Moxley her. Bam! Willow Nightingale, that bitch.
That was crazy. Oh, the crazy spot. The fucking crazy German suplex from the top, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy work, bro. Small package win for Toni Storm. This is how you let your champion win against a formidable opponent without making them look weak.
Mm-hmm.
Roll up package, like you said. You saw it. But the only reason I only gave it a 7.5, I felt like there's more juice in this orange to be squeezed. Because I kind of feel like since Toni Storm won this match and Megan Bayne lost it, I think this might be put a halt to their little feud? What you feel like? Like, do you see it going any more than this? Or
who would you put with Toni Storm? I mean, you're not going to bring back Mariah May to put against her. Obviously, the winner of this tournament gets a shot at her, but we're not going to know that for a while. You know, that's the championship of this tournament is going to be 2 months away, basically in May 27th or May 25th. So there's a lot of gappage to fill here with Toni Storm. And I mean, she was on commentator on a match, Chris Statlander and Thunder Rosa.
Crazy work. She is so good at that shit, bro.
Yeah.
She had Tony and Taz cracking up, bro. Like,
yeah. But,
she is golden.
I mean, Megan, it seems like you just got to continue this Megan Bain. Maybe we get Megan Bain in her again at Double or Nothing, and then we'll go from there, I think.
So I would, if I was booking, I would book Megan Bain against another formidable opponent and have her just kind of not run through, but win these matches. You know what I'm saying? And have her go on, and maybe her and Toni Storm later on can meet back up at the line, and maybe that's when you give the belt from her to Megan Bain. Because look, I'm just going to go off of looks. Megan Bain is very, very WWE-esque. Like, I can see her in the WWE, and they will fucking put the rocket on her back because the way her stature and how beautiful she looks. And then she can go in the ring. That is a Triple H girl right there. That's a Triple H girl right there.
It was like, is she more Jade Cargill or is she more a wrestler? And at Dynasty, she proved she was a wrestler.
Yeah, she is nowhere near Jade Cargill. Cargill's all look and all sizzle, no steak. You feel me?
Yeah.
Megan Bain.
Let me ask you this. Toni Storm matches, her moveset's becoming very repetitive.
Yeah.
Is she turning into the Jey Uso, John Cena type that, like, you're going to get the hips in the corner. You're going to, the pile driver. You're going to get all that. Like, it just, her matches are starting to repeat themselves very, 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 very frequently.
And that's a shame because she actually can go in that ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can go, but I feel like right now, I think this is basis of her timeless character. This is what she's just leaning into right now. I don't think she really needs to get too technical in between those ropes. But yeah, this is why I gave it a 7.5. It wasn't because of Megan Bain's part. It's because Toni Storm, she didn't show out as I thought she was going to show out for a match like this. This is why I give it a 7.5. But yeah, you are. Her moves is becoming repetitive. Her moveset is shortening instead of expanding. So yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree. That's why it's 7.5 to me, bro. You said the reason right there. So
what was the next one? My boy Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe?
Yes, sir. We're gonna get into it. Hey, right off the bat, I gave this match a solid 8. I think it was a fucking great match. What you popped in my head watching this match, and from what you said last week about Mark Briscoe, he was like, I mean, I thought he was just whatever he was, but
crackhead uncle, bro.
Yeah, because he got no teeth. So, hey, but this was a good match. Mark Briscoe, it wasn't a like a dominating win from Kyle Fletcher, which was good for Mark Briscoe. One thing I like about Kyle Fletcher, I wrote down, Kyle Fletcher pays attention to detail. Like the little small things. It's like when you watch his matches, pay attention to, he'll sell his knee, he'll sell any part of his body. And then once they work on it, he'll let this primal yell out. You know what I'm saying? He's focused on the small things. Kyle Fletcher really set himself apart from Will Ospreay because this is what I noticed. Will Ospreay is the aerial assassin, does a whole lot more high-risk aerial type moves. Kyle Fletcher don't do that shit, bro.
He's just fast and powerful, Kyle Fletcher.
There you go.
Yeah.
The intensity, bro, those running boots in the bro.
They're so loud, bro. They're so loud.
Crucial. You know what I'm saying?
And again, it looks like Kyle Fletcher almost killed this man multiple times, but Mark Briscoe seems fine. Mark Briscoe seems fine, bro. You had on the awning. You had, I mean, his finisher move on the fucking turnbuckle looks devastating every fucking time, bro.
Crazy word. Crazy word. Hey, what about the chairs and suplex spot?
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, bro. Without the ref seeing it, you know?
Yeah, he was distracted. And big hip on him was, bro. Like, bro. Man.
You know what sucks? I thought about this too. What sucks? Since they're in the same fraction, we're not going to see Kyle Fletcher versus Takeshita anytime soon, which is upsetting. I want to see that match.
Not yet, but I guarantee you we will. And that match is going to fucking rock. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Great match. But I gave it an 8.5. 8.5 for sure.
See, I gave it 8. You get it higher than me. I give it a solid 8. All right.
Yeah.
The next match. going off the learning tree, Bandino versus Chris Jericho.
Bathroom break. Bathroom break.
Oh,
bro,
man.
they filmed everyone was going to the bathroom, bro. Everyone.
It did.
Concessions, everyone, bro.
I saw that, man. That
Oh,
was
the ending. I'm not good. Did you listen to Busted Open at all, killing this match?
No, I didn't listen to Busted Open, but let's listen to some 4-4 Heels. I want you to tell me, you know what I'm saying? Fuck Busted Open, bro. Fuck that guy, bro. Okay? Like, I want you to tell me, what did you think about the ending? Because I gave this match, first of all, I gave this match a 7.5.
Yeah. I give it a
all
nice 6.5.
That's all I could give it.
I didn't like the ending. I mean, Homegirl came out, Audrey. I'm not sure which one it is, but then she gets to decide the rematch over, the sister and the mom saying there was a bet. My thing is, if the ref don't see it, the ref don't see it. And that's just part of the thing. Because then you're setting up everything to get restarted. That, you know what I'm saying? You can set up everything to get, but I do think they were just trying something different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They were letting you maybe think we're going to see Bandito's face, and then, come back, bing, bang, boom, Chris Jericho loses. Bandito's the ROH champ again. I was confused when he got to 10. I was like, that's 10 count. And the bell didn't ring. And then when he got to 12, that's when the announcers finally said it's a 20 count in ROH.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I mean, that's cool. You could have said that before, like when he started counting at 2, you could have said that. Could have let me fucking know, bro. Like, but man, it was, I mean, Chris Jericho, he's saying it's all the heel work and that's what he's there for. But this match was by far the worst on the card, for sure.
Yeah, it was by far the worst match, but it wasn't because of the in-ring action. The in-ring action was good. Again, they have good chemistry, Chris Jericho and Bandino. I just didn't like the way this shit started. The restart to the match, bro, first of all, the mother and the sister calls Aubrey Edwards, who wasn't even a referee in this match.
Yeah.
Plead their case to why they want to restart the match. Pulls him over the guardrail, walks him to the steel step, and pulled out the bat.
Yeah.
Show it to the other referee who was actually reffing the match, who didn't see this shit.
Yeah.
Took her word for it and restarted the match. I said this has to be the first time of a restart match, overturned match ref decision that I've ever seen in the history of pro wrestling, bro.
Except for, and this is what please let me tell you, I saved it. I think I saved it. Fuck, I didn't save it. Keep talking. Go. Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah. That has to be. Not only was this match restarted, it actually reversed the ref's decision. Yeah. How frequently do you see the two pair happen in one match?
Yeah, that shit was crazy. It was crazy. But here we go. What was it? Yeah, there's been many times. What was it right here? There was a Becky Lynch match or something where Triple H was the guest referee or something, and he restarted the match. Mm-hmm. So there's been many times. And let me tell you, what do we want to happen at WrestleMania? I want The Rock to come out and restart this motherfucker. Yeah. So it's going to be funny that Busted Open gave us so much shit. And then if this shit happens at WrestleMania, it's like, what do you know? What do you know? What do you think?
Well, the only thing is, if it happens at WrestleMania, it makes more sense than here because The Rock actually is part of the board on TKO, and so he has that power. No one has that power in this match to do this. Definitely not the mama, not the sister. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it really, I'm not going to say it didn't make sense. It was just out the norm. See, this is one thing about AEW I need people to understand. They're going to try new shit. You know what I'm saying? They're going to try new shit. So, with that being said.
That's what, I don't fault them for it, but maybe like they could have had Homegirl, the Audrey ref, actually see Chris Jericho hit him with the bat. The guy goes to start counting and she's like, wait. He hit him with the bat, but I don't know. But then you can't restart the match. Then it's a disqualification.
Right.
There's so many different ways, and they just went this way, and fans didn't like it. Fans did not like it.
No, they didn't like it, and I mean, it is what it is. I just, like I said, they try new stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm put this way. I'm not gonna bury it, but I will say it was a head scratcher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
and what sucked too is up to this point, every match has been predictable. Every match.
Yeah.
Every single match, you knew the winner. I would say I knew the winner of every match.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think we need to go back and watch our show. How many we get right prediction wise? Because I think
we wanted Swerve to win, but we knew he wasn't gonna. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
next match we get up to
The only title
TNT.
change.
TNT Championship match, bro.
Trash.
7.5 for me. 7.5 for me.
7 for me, bro. The thing that I was like, they set this whole thing up on the stairs for Adam Cole to hit him with a move he could have not used the stairs for. It took so long for them to set up it on the stairs, the neck breaker or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it was like a move you didn't even need to be on the stairs for. I was like, what the fuck was that? That was so dumb.
See, this is what happens when you go too hard on TV matches.
Yeah.
When the pay-per-view match comes, this is what you're going to get. See, I feel like they should have swapped those two. Because the match they had on Collision when it ran out of time was
you say the midget? Don't talk about Adam Cole like that, bro.
the matches between these two on Collision when it ran out of time was a much better match than it was on the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
By far. Because I gave that match a fucking 9.
Yeah.
On Collision. And that was
for sure
during commercial breaks and everything. This was a 7.5, no commercial breaks. Because why? But the only thing the reason why this match was a 7.5, because I was about to rate it lower, is because Adam Cole won his first singles title since he's been in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy work. So the next question is, what's next for Daniel Garcia? He lost the title.
Man.
Is he the wild card in the Owen Hart Cup?
Maybe. It could be a number of people. Could be numbers of people, but I don't think so. That don't make sense because Hangman would just whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'd be 2 back-to-back losses for Daniel Garcia. You don't want to do that to someone that just lost a belt unless,
True.
you know.
That's true.
Unless you're trying to kill him. Maybe he goes back to like his old people, you know, and they go for a trios run or something, but that's looking like the ops. So
yeah, there we go. The ops hey, it's my boys right there, bro.
Yeah, I gave it a 7.5 as well. It was whatever. It was I get it was no time limit, so they kind of had to take a long time, but it didn't need to go that long. It was a long match, and I'm like, man, let's hurry it up, guys. Let's hurry it up. I couldn't even finish it in one night. I had to watch the last 2 battles. This is where I went to bed right after this match. Woke up and watched the next 2.
It was a long pay-per-view. I think it took me about 3 days to finish this shit, to be honest with you.
It was 4.5 hours, bro. 4.5 hours.
If you think about it, 4.5 hours, that's like a Raw. It's like a Collision and a fucking Dynamite put together.
Yeah. And then some.
And then 30 minutes extra, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that shit was wild, crazy work.
Without commercials, you can fast forward too. Ain't no commercials, bro.
No commercials. So it was a straight full 3-hour fucking match, bro.
Yeah.
Now
we get to a banger.
Let's get to the fucking banger, bro.
Banger,
the fucking match of the night to me.
That shit was fire.
That
shit was fire. Yeah.
Other than Ospreay and Kevin, this was fucking fire, bro.
Yeah. And I give it a 9.9, baby.
Oh, I gave it a solid 9.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Speedball came out tonight, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He showed me why his name is Speedball.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what move he does. If there's a 360 involved, it's coming fast.
Yeah.
Bro, even when he does his roundhouse spinning kicks, bro, his spin is so quick, bro.
And you think he's going to hit you with the first one, but then he keeps rotating and he hits you with the sound. I'm like, God damn, bro.
Bro, the spot with him doing the flip into the knee stomp, and he was onto the apron. Oh, bro. Yeah. Crazy work, bro.
I was kind of concerned when they went for the same pin again, how they both qualified. I was like, oh, shit, what if they both pin Kenny Omega like this? You know what I'm saying?
I wrote that down, too. Those fucking double pin sequence in different ways. That shit was dope as fuck, bro.
Ricochet tried to pin both of them. It was good shit, bro. It was good shit.
Kenny Omega shows me why he's fucking Kenny Omega, bro. Like, he's and I was sitting here watching this, and I was like, you know what? I've got to thank my lucky stars that AEW exists, because I would have never had the opportunity to watch one of the greatest in-ring performers in our generation, which is Kenny Omega. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to go down, and I could tell that he's tailing off on his career. Mm-hmm. At least now I can say I watch Kenny Omega. You know what I'm saying?
After the match, he said, water.
Yeah, bro. Because Kenny Omega goes hard every match, bro. He goes hard. That's the AEW motto. You got to go hard every match. You can't take a match off. You got to go hard. Ricochet needs a heel run as a champion or something. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but he needs a heel run as a champion, because I thought there was a chance
he might win this. I thought there was a slim chance, but Kenny just won the belt the last pay-per-view, so, we'll see. But what'd you think of the rush at the end with Okada, bro? That felt so rushed. He came out, they stood 2 seconds. Kenny Omega said, you think it was on purpose? Like, Kenny's like, I ain't got time for this shit right now. Like he's like, I just went through hell. Fuck you. I'm not dealing with this shit right now.
Well,
Yeah.
again, if this was WWE, they would have stood there for about 5 minutes staring at each other, waiting for the crowd reaction to say, yeah. But no, they're gonna get in, get out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I'm gonna see you when I see you down the line.
Yeah.
So, bro, what about the Karate Kids?
Bro, that shit. Ricochet got blasted in the face, bro. And he was like, Ricochet's like, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. And then wham, worked.
Speedball is. I like this dude, bro. Like, I really sunk my teeth into him now. I'm like, this is his character. That's what it is, bro. He is the Karate Kid / super 360 spin man. Like, the dude is.
He's got
ridiculous.
some lightning kicks, man. Lightning kicks.
And you know what thing I like about him? His kicks look legit. His kicks don't look like like CM Punk kicks when he kicks upside the head, like he just put his leg on his shoulder. Yeah, like, it don't look real, like it hurt. His kicks, like,
CM Punk don't follow through. He follows through. He's kicking through you, not kicking to touch you. You know what I mean?
The follow through. That's exactly what I was missing. Right?
But this match was a fucking banger, and I felt like maybe they should have put this match in the middle of the card, right in the middle of the card.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Because you had this, and then you had the main event with essentially a WWE style wrestler and Moxley, so it's not going to be as high paced and everything like that. You know, I felt like probably Adam Cole, or I wouldn't want Bandito and Chris Jericho before that, but Adam Cole and Daniel Garcia should have been the pre-main event slot.
I'll tell you what. How about this? I'm looking at my notes right now. Let's switch the Intercontinental Championship match with the Tony Storm Mega Bang match. Switch the spots. Because that match was after the Death Riders and rated FTR.
That's perfect.
That would have been a good spot for that match right there.
So, for sure. And it was a good triple threat, you know. There was a couple times where one got thrown out of the ring. They went toe to toe, but it was a lot of Ricochet and Speedball, you know. Yeah. They carried the match for sure. I am anxious to see a Speedball and Ricochet 1-on-1 match. I can't wait for that to happen. You know, they showed it a little bit more last night in Dynamite. You know, those two, they got something there. Yeah, they got something there. And everyone keeps saying Okada and Omega is the match at All In, and I'm like, man, y'all don't. That's so far away to be setting up right now, and they've set it up twice in 1 week now. So I'm like, this shit's happening at Double or Nothing in Arizona for sure.
Yeah, and think about this, guys. What pay-per-view are they going to do this at? Double or Nothing. The pay-per-view is called Double or Nothing. 2 titles.
It's in the name.
Gonna be on the line. Double up or nothing.
That's what it's gonna be. Name, guys.
That's what it's gonna be. All right. Let me see here. Anything else? The One-Winged Angel avalanche from the top rope. Crazy work, bro. Crazy work.
Yeah. Surprised Ricochet got pinned. Surprised. I thought Mike Bailey was there to get pinned.
Yeah. Yeah. It was Ricochet, but again, Ricochet, he deserves a heel run as give me Ricochet as TNT champion.
Yeah. Ooh, there you go. That's where Adam Cole goes next, right there. Ricochet.
Oh man, that's what exactly. I want to see a program between Adam Cole and Ricochet. Yeah, I want to see that. That should be a good matchup. Same kind of body style. So one is more aerial, the other one is more grounded. Adam Cole's more of a grounded wrestler. You know what I'm saying? So Tony. There you go. Aaron Booker. There you go again. Adam Cole versus Ricochet for the TNT Championship. That's a story you might want to get into.
Ricochet finally going over, baby. Let's go.
Finally. And then we come down to the last match of the night. I gave that match a solid 9, and you gave this one the international
9.9.
9.9. Oh shit! You almost rated high.
I was thoroughly entertained, bro. I woke up.
No, it was a good match.
Coffee. I was like, God damn it!
This was a good.
It's a way to wake up.
It's a good fucking match. Yeah. Main event time. Swerve versus John Moxley for the AEW Championship. Yeah. I gave it a solid 8.
Yeah. I was about there with you too. I was about there. 8.
This match, the reason why I gave it an 8 because this match started off the way I didn't think it was going to start off, and it actually made me excited to see this match start off this way because everybody thought it was going to go left, they went right. Mm-hmm. This match started off on the mat. Holds, grappling, trying to do like MMA type of jiu-jitsu type style shit. They was going at it like the way, so that built up the psychology. You know what I'm saying? So I like the way this match started. I like it didn't just come out with start swinging blows and going ham like this was a fucking heated rivalry because it wasn't. It was just, you know what I mean? So I think this match was more about the skill set of each wrestler compared to the other wrestler's skill set in the ring. But obviously as the match went on, then the John Moxley came out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bro, I'm going to tell you like this, bro. I got on Water Street. I got a rant, but I'm gonna give a little insight right now.
Little sample.
Jon Moxley. They need to get the fuck off his nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Let Jon Moxley be Jon Moxley, bro. I like Jon Moxley. I like everything about this motherfucker, from his deathmatch persona to his fucking interest theme. It fits him so perfect, bro. It's much better than that wild thing thing, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Jon Moxley is not he isn't a nominee. There is nobody in the industry like Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
But people want to shit on him because why? Bro, we got more for that. Come on, Word on Street. But yeah. Come on.
Bro, so I was right about my boys coming back,
Your
bro.
boys
Just not the right
back.
time. Just not the right time. I thought it was coming back for the tags. They coming back for everything, bro. And then it gets like we get into the shredding papers on Dynamite. What was that all about? All that. We get Hangman looking a little confused. Who's he gonna help? Type thing, little conflict in there. It was great. I mean, you get the Ops coming out, setting up the trios champion. It was a good ending. What they said on Busted Open was the wrestlers are making the refs look bad because Moxley and Swerve were sitting out there for a long time. They were outside the ring, so like. They could have got 10 counted like 5 times over. You know what I'm saying? Like they just did, and the refs like trying to get them back in the ring, and they were just blaming the wrestlers and not necessarily the refs being bad in this match.
Who said it particularly?
Your boy Bully Ray and Dave Screaming LaGreca.
Okay. Dave LaGreca did sit his ass down. So I'm gonna tell you something right now. And Bully Ray, for him to say some shit like that and him to be a part of the industry, everybody knows that every championship match, from mid-card to World Heavyweight Championship, it always gives a lot of leeway. So the 10 count ain't the 10 count. It's more like a 20 count, but it's like they're giving them the leeway to get in the match and just get a legitimate winner. So they're not going to be strictly 1, 2, 3, 10. That's it. Come on, man. It's like, this is what I'm talking about. These dudes and this fucking gatekeeping ass bullshit they doing now, bro. That's what on the street. Got another topic coming up.
It was funny too because Dave LaGreca like pointed out how long they were outside the ring, but then all referenced Shawn Michaels Undertaker match at WrestleMania, how they were outside of the ring, but like that was okay. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he literally corrected himself and then also still hated on AEW at the same time, being like, I mean, they were outside the ring a long time, but that didn't count. This counts because it's AEW. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, they don't like that guy, bro. Mr. Yeller, him and JD from NY. Just like to yell all the time.
They like to scream.
Bro, so again, I get this match a solid 8. I did like the ending. I like because it made more storylines come about. Okay, so check it out. We got the Ops versus Death Riders. That's a new storyline they starting on, right? The Young Bucks are back. That's another element to the storyline. And then they said they thought the Young Bucks helped Moxley. Did they or did they not? We're about to get into that on Dynamite. So, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, when the lights went out, I was like, who the fuck is coming out,
I didn't know who was coming out, bro.
And then they're holding fucking Swerve's arms like, we about to knee the fuck out of this guy. Wham! Got him. It was a good match. I was entertained.
I loved it. Yeah. I loved the match with Swerve and Moxley. I think this was a Swerve and Moxley match to the fullest degree.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? My girl, Marina Safir, bro, she's something special.
She gotta go.
What you mean?
She gotta go. I think the Death Riders would be better without her. Get rid of her.
Nah.
I don't like her.
Keep her, bro. Keep her. She is legitimately a badass in real life.
Yeah, I thought Prince Nana was about to knock her out, bro.
I did too, but she smacked the shit out of him, bro. That motherfucker fell all the way down.
And Mark Henry, like, because Mark Henry was in AEW, so when they were kind of like hating on the refs, he was like, "Man, they're good refs." Mark Henry kind of had their back a lot on the podcast, but he said the one thing he doesn't like the most is that we don't see the belts. And I'm like, but that's part of the storyline.
That's part of the storyline.
Yeah. And is the belt even in the briefcase? We don't fucking know, bro. Could be some paperwork in there now. We don't know. Could be some paperwork he's holding over somebody's head. Maybe that's why the Young Bucks might have helped him win, because maybe Jon Moxley got some paperwork in there that they don't know about, bro. Or that they do know about. We don't know. We don't know.
I'm glad. Look, everybody who's bitching about they want to see the world title. Come on, man. You've seen the world title and it doesn't change hands, what you need to see it for? Do you need it in present to remind yourself that he's a champion? Because I
we
don't.
know he's a champ.
Do you need it present for this to know this was a championship match? I don't.
Yeah. And maybe the lock case is for when he does lose, the person can't get the fucking belt.
And he still got it on hostage.
He's still got it on hostage.
Bruh.
Yeah, you beat me, but I still got the belt. You don't deserve it type shit. We don't know. Overall,
like
pay-per-view score.
I gave it a 8. Solid 8.
Me too. Tony Khan, quit adding matches, 4 fucking matches the day before the fucking pay-per-view, guy. Like, let's chill on that, bro. Let's chill, Tony. But
we'll take a match that actually was, Dynasty, and it was on the 0 hour. That shit was fucking fire. I don't know if you saw it.
AR Fox
and the Top Flight versus Crew, and who was the third person for Crew?
Was it it wasn't Nick Wayne. What was it, Nick Wayne?
It was Nick Wayne.
It was Nick Wayne. Yeah.
Crew and Nick Wayne, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
they called him out. They're like,
Nick Wayne coming up, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. It was pretty good. I ain't mad at it.
Solid 8. What you give it?
Yeah, 8. I give it an 8, man.
This was Revolution was better than Dynasty.
1,000,000%. Not even close.
And I got a theory. I think Dynasty is not one of their main pay-per-views. It's one of their little filler pay-per-views.
Yeah.
It's not a all-in. It's not a double or nothing. It's not a full gear.
Yeah.
It is not a Revolution.
And for Swerve to win the belt twice at Dynasty year one, and then the next year the same pay-per-view, that it wouldn't be the good look. You know what I mean?
No.
He wins the AD championship against Samoa Joe last year at Dynasty, and then this year he wins against Mox. That's not the best look.
So let me ask you this. What do you feel like now that Moxley still got the title? Do you think he holds on to it until All In? So do you think All In going to be Ospreay and Moxley? Is this how Ospreay gets involved in the Death Rider storyline?
Maybe. But some people are saying Moxley going to hold it till Wrestle Dream until Darby Allin gets back, bro.
Oh, really?
That's what the word on the street might be. But I think it should change hands at All In, of course.
Yeah, I think so too.
But that's it. That's all I got. Dynasty. Love it, hate it. Your ass watched it.
Yeah. You're right about that. Good shit. No, it was good. It was good. I liked it. I had no bad, like, this dog shit type shit. And again, I gotta watch what other people said about the match, because I stayed away from it, you know what I'm saying, until I do our pod. So after our pod, I'm gonna see what other people are saying about
see what the word on the street is about the pay-per-view. Yeah. All right, y'all. Like, comment, tell us how much you hate us. We love y'all. Peace.
Deuces.